wanted to make a build on Yasuo that I would say it has validity. I don't say it's completely broken, go for every game for it, but it's a considerable option to go actually for Navori's quickblade as a second item, third, fourth. You know, somehow you can slot it in. I would say as a second item it's not necessarily bad. It has 10 less AD than the Infinity Edge, right? Also, it doesn't provide 35 bonus damage on critical strike, so there is a bit of a damage cut, right? But what it provides is 30 cooldown, which can affect your W and your ultimate, and also it actually resets your Q faster, and you get your tornado a tiny bit faster. So when would you go for this build, right? Generally you wanna go for this build. Navori quickblades doesn't really affect the cooldown on a champion itself, right? It doesn't like affect the cooldown of your E, so that's not a thing that's useful, right? But what it does, it's really good against comps where they have like two frontline champions that aren't like too punishing, and you wanna constantly use your W against the enemy champion, so as an illustration, right? Or you can also use it on the side lane or in mid lane, right? Like if your W counters insanely the enemy champion, say you have an askhan top, whatever it might be, right? Basically I'm gonna use my tornado, I wanna throw it away, so I'm gonna W like this, right? And look, I can reset it so quickly actually before it expires. And I have another W, right? Actually when it expires, but here is the thing, you can also reset it from minions, right? You can also reset it from minions, and since every auto attack of yours will crit, means you can reset faster your W, right? Also your Q resets faster, so it actually does reset faster, like it actually feels faster, look. So a tiny bit your Q will come up faster, you know, it will give a different feeling definitely for Q usages. Like they actually feel faster, because as you are auto attacking, when you use your Q it goes on cooldown, right? But as you are auto attacking, it lowers the cooldown of your Q, right? The cooldown of your Q by a tiny bit, right? Yep. And so you have a lot of attack speed, right? Am I correct, right? And you have your Q as well, which means you can reset your W really quickly. So I would say this Navori quickblade is good if you value more utility over like, let's say, like more damage. Also, like as I said, it resets your Q faster, which means your tornado comes up a tiny bit faster, I think. And your cooldown on your ultimate will be insanely low at level 6, level 11, right? It's really low, 53 cooldown, 38 at level 11, at level 16 it's 23, so that's definitely a cooldown difference. Now as a third item you can go Hullbreaker if you choose to side lane, but you could also go Dead Dance, you can go Infinity as well, Mortal Reminder, the other option is really good as well, Bloodthirster, right? I just wanted to show off, right, this build. Now also what this can actually do, you can actually permanently tank objectives like Baron, like look at this thing, this is actually like one of the coolest features actually, right? Let's fast forward until Baron spawns. Let's fast forward a tiny bit more. Okay. Let's just go with the 31 so we reach the 20-minute mark, right? This will allow you to sneak some early Barons, of course. Also you can use it permanently against the Gromp, right? So you don't have to face tank, or you can use it against like many things. So now the Baron will spawn, of course, right? Tack. And I W, right? The Baron can spit at me, and I W again, and the Baron can spit at me. And he can spit at the team either. And the good thing about this is that basically you can use your W at the Baron, and you don't have to necessarily spare it against the enemy champions, or even if they are coming, you're gonna reset it really quick, and then you're gonna have another W to use, right, against them. So I would say it's this build is good. Navori quickblade is good, as I said before, when you value the W shield. So if you wanna get like multiple Ws off, or say you are fighting against a range champion on the side lane, if you want a side lane, say you have askhan against you, an AD carry that your W really badly counters, right? Then you can go in. If the fight goes badly, for example, the enemy Saya disengages with her ultimate, or maybe an enemy Tristana jumps away, whatever, you throw out your W, she disengages, then you're gonna reset your W really quickly of minions like this, right? And then for the next fight itself, you're gonna have your W up again, which allows you to dive that certain champion, or, you know, as I said, it counters range champions. You don't wanna go Navori quickblade if they are heavy in melee, because then your W is less so valuable. And there is the other Q trick, as I talked about before. It doesn't affect at all your E. I think it makes slightly the cooldown a bit smaller when you can use it, I think, but I'm not sure if it actually does affect the cooldown of using E. Let's see. So it's on 31 right now, right? And if I sell it, it's on 0. It actually does affect it. It does affect it a tiny bit, actually. So you can dash a bit faster, I guess, right? So actually, let's try max level on E, max points in E. So this is how it feels right now. It has a bit of a cooldown, right? Let's see if maybe let's get the dead dance as well, just for more cooldown reduction, just out of curiosity. Okay. Let's get the death dance as well, and let's get like max levels in E, right? So per every point in your E, you're gonna get like 0.3 seconds, right? So let's put some points in it. Like this, like that. And let's put one in the ultimate as well, like this. So you have like 20 cooldown, huh? Let's put some dummies down and let's try to dash. Oh, I hope they're not... so I have like 0.07, which is a bit faster than it would be normally. Like normally, without these, it would be like 0.10 or something like that. So it's a tiny bit faster, which is gonna surprise your enemies. This is the normal one, 0.1. It's not 0.07, which I guess gives you a low-key edge, but it's just really like a low-key thing that helps you, right? Like, how does this even look like in a close fight? Minions off. Fuck. Ah! Fuck, I know that they will actually end if I speed it up. I misclicked there. But yeah, I already talked about the main things about this Navori quickblades build, and feel free to limit test it. I would definitely recommend it. And goodbye then.